Welcome back to the kitchen. I'm Michelle Alexander with your Chef to Go. And as you can see, we've got beautiful poinsettias today because it's the holiday season. And I'm so glad you're joining me today because what I'd like to do for the next few segments is really talk about some holiday special foods and easy appetizers and desserts that we can do. So today we're going to do a really easy pickup dessert using puff pastry. In fact, the next few segments, I think we're going to concentrate on puff pastry because a lot of people think that puff pastry is difficult to work with, and it's not because you buy it already made. So it's very easy to work with. It comes frozen in the frozen section of your grocery store. Usually it's over by where all the frozen desserts will be, you know, ice cream, that sort of thing. And it comes in sheets. And what we're doing is we're going to make little tarts that have chocolate in them with the puff pastry. So what I've done is I went ahead and cut the puff pastry into little squares. And this is easy to do. Use a pizza cutter, because what you do with a pizza cutter is you just roll it instead of using a knife, because with a knife it will tear, and you just want cute little squares. And it's about 2 inches square. And we're going to go ahead and put these in our mini muffin pan. And you want to spray your mini muffin pan just so it'll release easily. And what we're going to do is go ahead and just slide the puff pastry in there. And you've got little 4 cute corners coming out. And it goes very quickly. It really doesn't take any time. And once you've done all the puff pastry into this, we'll work on the filling. But see, my little muffin pan holder, my little mini muffin pan will hold 12. So you can imagine when you do this, you can get 4, 5, 6 dozen finished in a short amount of time. And when you present it on your dessert table, if you like to do just all bite-sized desserts, it looks really cute. And you've got a whole bunch of them, so you can actually use this if you want to give little trays of cookies or desserts for Christmas to family members, or maybe the teacher, your child's teacher, or for you brides. If you want to do a cute little basket as a giveaway, or it could even be like a little paper bag as a little giveaway at your reception, you could put these in there as well. And it's something different other than just a cookie. Okay, so our tart pan is done. A little muffin pan. That's easy. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. So now we're going to work on our filling. We've got a little bit of butter, and your butter needs to be at room temperature. I've scaled down this recipe because we're only going to do the 1 dozen. So when you go onto the website, you will see the full recipe that will include more ingredients so that you can actually do more than 1 dozen. And what I'm just going to do is lightly cream this butter with brown sugar. You can use either light or dark, depending on how dark you want your tart to look. It doesn't really matter. The dark brown sugar will just give you a richer flavor with the dark brown sugar. And then what I've got here in my other bowl is 1 egg. And we're just going to beat that egg really quickly. And because I've scaled down this recipe, what I'm going to do is just use part of this egg for the filling, and the other part of the egg I'm going to leave in there. And we're going to use that to brush the tops to make it nice and golden. So we're going to go ahead and work in this egg very quickly. And then the next thing we're going to put in here is our chocolate chips. I like to use semi-sweet chocolate chips, but you can use the dark. You can get the dark chocolate chips now, which is very nice. You get a richer, deeper chocolate flavor. And if you want to do something cute also, you can mix like chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, and even the peanut butter chips that you can get now in the store. For the holiday season, go all out. Try doing different things, mixing different ingredients. Don't just stay with a plain chocolate. Do something different. Okay, so we've got our chocolate chips in here, and I'm just going to use a little pinch of cinnamon just to add that spice. That we always like to look for that different taste in holidays time. So that little pinch of cinnamon will just do that for us. So we've got that, and we'll take our pan here, and we're just going to fill the pan ever so carefully with a little teaspoonful, it's probably more of half a teaspoon of this mixture. And you want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. You want a nice hot oven. That way your puff pastry will rise up really nice and golden brown. And to help assist it to get really golden, what we're going to do is brush the pastry with the rest of that beaten egg, and we're going to actually make it into a wash by adding a little water, thin it down a little bit. So just it helps it brush evenly when you thin it down a little bit. But this is just looking so nice. And okay, how much time has gone by? Not too much, maybe a couple minutes. So you can imagine if you ended up having to do 5 or 6 dozen, it'll only take you probably 15 minutes to do, because it's very, very easy. We've got one more. So that's our dozen. Ta-da! Very easy. Very, very easy. Fill that one up a little bit. Don't want any skimpy ones. You want them all to be nice and full. Okay, we'll set that aside. And with our egg, I've got a little bit of water here. We'll just thin down a little bit of egg that we've got left. And set that aside. Here's my brush. And what you really want to do, and I'm going to move this forward so you all can see, is brush the edges of your tart, okay? So you're just going to go up and down the edges, because those little points are going to poof up really pretty, and you want them to be a nice golden brown. And don't be concerned if you get it on the pan, it'll wash off. Or even if you get some of the wash on the filling, it's no big deal. There's already egg in the filling, so it won't hurt it any to do that. We'll set that down. And now again, our oven is preheated at 425 degrees. This will probably take about 10, 15 minutes. Just watch it, set your timer at 10 minutes and check it. If it's not quite golden enough, let it go for another 2 or 3 minutes and then check it again. We're going to go ahead and slide this in the oven. Okay, we're back with the finished product. I just pulled them out of the oven and they're hot. And you can see I was a little overzealous here. We've got it really golden. It's beautiful. And you know, it really smells wonderful. The cool thing about puff pastry is that it's hard to mess it up. It's just pretty. You do want it to set for maybe a minute or so, because you don't want to try to take it out when it's really, really hot. You want to take it out just when it's cooled slightly, and you can actually put them on a cooling rack and let them continue cooling. But for today, we're going to go ahead and pull them out and put it into our lovely dish here. And because we sprayed the pan, they come out really easily, and they really are just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And when you go to serve these to your family and friends, to your husband, if you want to have a nice intimate dinner with your husband or your fiance or significant other, you can serve these for dessert. You can put them with ice cream. You can sprinkle it with a little bit of powdered sugar to dress it up a little bit. Makes it look like little bits of snow on there. And if you want to do a full serving portion and not little bite-sized ones like these, you can do that too. Use your regular muffin pans, the regular size muffin pans,